from what I've seen and what I've learned, it's all what you do, how you want to do it, how much time you put in. So yeah, there wasn't really a formal training.
Another thing I want to ask you about, obviously I mentioned we've worked close by each other previously. I don't know if the viewers know, but
Yeah.
this is also something that you not only preach, but you practice also with encouraging messages or words of motivation to the generation
Yeah, yeah.
to come. I'd like you to maybe share a bit of your thoughts where I will tell you that the numbers that we have for our small town of PE is quite decent. I don't want to say astronomical, but decent for people actually finishing school
Yeah.
and graduating from a post-school environment like a college or a university or a ETC even,
Yeah.
right? But the opportunities for us are so limited. Not that you can't get work, but I mean, we don't have the luxury of the bigger cities where
Yeah.
you have like a whole office park for your industry, if I could put it that way, right? So if you could comment a little bit on the people that have actually qualified in one thing and are working in a different sector, if I could put it that way. It's more popular in our generation, if I could put it that way.
Yeah.
What would you maybe have to say to them for the generation to come?
In thoughts or in regards to like guys that's qualified in a certain profession but they end up doing something else.
Yeah.
Look, my story is different. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I went to varsity, thought I knew what I wanted to study, did 2 years of that, and I was like, not for me anymore. Let me
What
change.
was it, if you don't mind sharing?
I did media and communications, which
Okay.
was MCC, or it's still MCC. Really, the reason behind it because I was media orientated, man. DJing, I wanna MC at some point. So I thought it was for me, but then I was doing like stuff I wasn't really enjoying, and I wasn't doing well, to be honest. And I thought to myself, after 2 years, what now? Don't want to disappoint the parents and all of that. So change course to HR. So I changed over to HR. I think something more I could relate to. But then again, also there's a case of you need to just do something as well because you need to have a backup. You need to be educated, etc., etc. But from there, when I started working also, and now I'm still like in the working environment. So my story is totally different from graduating and then staying in that profession. I found myself working in a profession I had no idea I would be in, but it taught me so much. But I would say to anyone that's finishing school and as a hobby, as a side hustle, anything in life can work for you. It's just how you go about it, the time you put in, the prep behind it. I always say to people that DJing is not, or first I use example, DJing is not just what you do on the field, but off. What I mean by that, you can be a great DJ, you can be a great mixer, you can entertain the masses, but you're a brand at the end of the day. When you are not playing, people should be able to relate to you. People should be able to say, hey, there goes Manosai, there goes executive, there goes whoever, you know, by how you treat people, how you carry yourself, how professional you are, you know, are you on time, is your equipment right, all of that. So if you're willing to put in all the effort in terms of like whatever craft you have, it can only go well for you, but you got to put the work in. Yes, it's important to have a backup, but I always say if you love what you do and you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
100%.
And I've seen many people do what they love and do it well without having to do the traditional way, right?